$86.9 million. That's how much this painting by Mark Rothko got sold for. Now stack that up against this, or any of these AI-generated images. For all the intricacies and digital wizardry AI models use to whip out the most complicated images, these paintings will still not even sell at your local garage sale. So why is it that people find such value in a canvas that could double as a malnourished traffic light as long as a human made it? And why, after all this hype, you still can't call AI creative? This is Anguish by August Friedrich Albert Skink. As soon as you delve into the painting, the stark contrast between the used dark fur and the surrounding landscape immediately draws your attention to the central figure. Your gaze follows the contours of the used body. She stands over the lifeless body of a lamb, with her head slightly bowed, a posture that exudes a sense of defeat and despair. As your gaze widens, you take in the desolate and barren landscape that surrounds the ewe and the lamb. Something about the calm yet anticipatory congregation of crows encapsulates this sense of nature's harsh indifference. The turbulent weather in the background mirrors the emotional tempest within the painting, intensifying the overall texture as the color palette of overall composition is not merely a depiction of nature's Okay, we got it. But why do we do this? What goes in our little monkey brains that makes the whole process of unraveling artwork so intriguing? Art is like a window to the artist's soul, and we humans are just inquisitive little creatures. And so when you look at an art piece, you're trying to figure out what was probably going on in the artist's head. But your interpretations of the painting are filtered through your own emotional experiences and memories. So, for instance, for me, the used gaze represents grief. For you, it might be resilience. Or maybe a subtle nod on whether or not pineapples belong on pizzas. And this is a problem with AI trying to replicate creativity. Because our dear friend AI doesn't live a life. It just simply lacks the personal experiences, the life's anecdotes, like your buddy passionately trying to explain why dragonflies are the ninja assassins of the insect world. Or just the pure joy of popping bubble wraps. In any case, this is why when you come across these AI-generated artworks online, they knock your socks off at the first glance. Until you read the caption. As enticing as these artworks may be, there is no incentive behind unfolding AI works. Creativity is much more than assembling random elements or imitating existing styles. In fact, true creativity often emerges from a delicate dance between human ingenuity and chance. So as the story goes, in the scorching summer of 1931, Salvador Dali found himself at a lunch table staring at a slowly melting piece of camembert cheese. Now, legend has it that Dali used to force himself in a state called hypnagogia, which is the sweet spot between being awake and dreaming. So that evening, very likely during one of these trippy sessions, he envisioned clocks melting over tree branches. And combining this random encounter of melting cheese with his enigmatic associations, he crafted what remains one of my all-time favorite works of art, The Persistence of Memory, a surreal depiction of melting clocks in a dreamlike landscape. Now, while the notion of making AI dream and having it hallucinate for creativity is a fun thought experiment, but what I'm trying to say is creativity often involves an element of chance, luck, and unexpected encounters. And the AI systems that we have today are deterministic. They operate based on predefined algorithms and predictable patterns. This inherent unpredictability that we humans encounter poses a significant challenge for AI models to replicate. Now, while not everybody can force a magnum opus in their daydreams, history has shown multiple instances of accidental encounters sparking creativity in people. In fact, it's believed 33 to 50% of all scientific discoveries are unexpected. I don't want you to take that stat as gospel, but chance encounters sparking creativity happen all the time. From Fleming forgetting to clean up his lab and inventing antibiotics to a damn apple falling from a tree and inspiring Newton's theory of gravity. From X-rays to microwave ovens, from like a Rolling Stone to yesterday, from the writing of Harry Potter to the writing of Sherlock Holmes, from Viagras to pacemakers, from chemical curls to Powerpuff Girls. Although one time you let the brownies sit in the oven for 5 hours and now desiccated brownies are all you live for. Creativity for all these artists has been ignited by the captivating touch of serendipity one way or the other. And overcoming these limitations requires advancements in AI that involve a deeper contextual understanding, the ability to reason beyond given data, and the ability to be original. Take a small droplet of olive juice, carefully mix it with a gelling agent like sodium alginate. Now gently submerge it into a bath of calcium chloride. Now it may seem like you're making some sort of potion to cure cancer. What you actually end up with is a gel-like casing surrounding the olive juice, creating this tiny perfect sphere called liquid olive. This is a dish invented by the visionary chef Ferran Adria. Adria's approach to cooking challenged traditional culinary norms by reinventing cooking techniques and experimenting with ingredients in novel ways. His dishes were often described as molecular gastronomy, a term coined to reflect the scientific and creative approach to food preparation. Speaking of spheres, shapes, and originality, it's worth mentioning the great Pablo Picasso with his Cubism movement. Take a look at Les Demoiselles d'Avignon for a moment. Picasso's originality in this painting lies in his radical reimagining of the female figure. He depicted 5 nude female prostitutes in a brothel, but instead of representing them in a naturalistic and conventional manner, he fractured their forms and presented them from multiple perspectives. Both Adria and Picasso's creations transcended data limitations. Adria's liquid olives defied the mundane and predictable ways of serving this humble fruit. And Picasso's Cubism defied artistic norms by deconstructing subjects into geometric shapes surpassing the confines of existing art data. This ability to break free from data constraints is what allowed them to forge truly innovative paths. Now, history shows daring to defy convention, even for morally conscious humans like Adria, Picasso, and many others, proved to be a challenge because they were not celebrated right away. Their revolutionary approaches faced initial resistance. And in such instances, allowing AI to break free from the confines of existing data becomes a daunting prospect, akin to a significant threat. If we are so cautious about even granting humans the freedom to challenge norms, it raises legitimate concerns about entrusting AIs to navigate uncharted territories. Now, apart from me just berating on generative AI throughout the whole video, it's essential to acknowledge the dynamic nature of technological progress. And if you happen to watch this video in the future, it is entirely possible that the future AI has overcome these limitations, and we may have witnessed a new era of creative possibilities. This video is gonna look so dumb so quick. But until that day arrives.
For until the stars witness a new epoch, let us revel in the irreplaceable wonder of human creativity, casting its spell upon the universe and forever igniting the embers of inspiration in the hearts of those who dare to dream.